Welcome to Half Double Crochet. Let's crochet together. Today we want to crochet this beautiful cover with a very pretty pattern. You can open one side and then you can put in a book to read on the bus or maybe your iPad. So let's start. Of course we'll need some yarn, and I'm using blue yarn by Gründel. This is polyacryl, and then I had some white yarn left from the same company. But you can use any kind and color of yarn you like. Then we'll need a hook, and I'm using a 4mm hook. And then we'll also need a button. Let's start. We'll start with our blue yarn, and I'm popping on a slip knot, and then we want to chain. You can chain as long as you like, but the number of chains needs to be a multiple of 4. So just chain 4, 4, 4 until you have the length that you like. I did 76 chains and I got 38 centimeters length. When you have the right length, add 3 more chains. 1, 2, and 3, and then we can continue with some double crochets. Skip the first 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th chain we will do a double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook, grab the yarn. Now you have 3 loops on your chain. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and this is a double crochet. We'll add another double crochet into the same chain. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same spot, grab the yarn. You have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. After 2 double crochets, we'll add a chain. And then we need to do 2 more double crochets into the same space. So this is my 3rd double crochet into the 5th chain. And then comes a 4th one. So into the 5th chain from the top, we did 2 double crochets, chained 1, and then 2 double crochets. Now we need to skip 3 chains. So we'll skip 1, 2, 3, and into the next chain we'll do again 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 double crochets. This is my first double crochet, so I will add another one. And then we'll need to chain 1. And then we'll add 2 more double crochets into the same chain. And this is our pattern for the whole row. We'll always skip 3 chains, and into the next chain we'll do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. And we will continue until we reach the end of our row. At the end of the row there should be 2 chains left. We skip 1 chain, and into the last chain here we'll do 1 more double crochet. And this was our first row. The next row will be the one we will repeat until we are finished with our crochet piece. So from now on, what we will do is at the beginning of the row we will chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we will turn our work, and then you can see this small space between the 4 double crochets. In here we will do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook between the 4 double crochets. In here we will do a double crochet, another double crochet into the same space, chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets. Then we'll jump to the next small space between the 4 double crochets. So you skip the big triangular one, and in here you'll do again 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 double crochets. And you will repeat that until you reach the end of your row. So we work our stitches always in between the 4 double crochets and never in that big triangular space. When you've reached the end of your row, there is this 1 double crochet here, and we'll add 1 more double crochet in between here. And this is the end of our row, and we will repeat that until we have the right length. From here I will chain 3, then I will turn my work, find the small space between the 4 double crochets, and here I will add my 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. And we will do as many rows as it takes until our crochet piece has the same height as it has length. So my crochet piece with my 76 chains is 38 centimeters long, and I just continued with my rows until I have 38 centimeters height. Now I want to add a nice border in white. So I take my white yarn with a slip knot, and I can start at any point I want. I hold down the shorter end of the yarn with my middle finger, insert my hook, grab the yarn. Now I have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through, and this is a single crochet. And I will do the single crochets all around as a border. So for each stitch here, I will do a single crochet. Then hop to the next stitch and add another single crochet. It's a bit harder on the sides because I cannot do a single crochet for each stitch, so I just try to do my single crochets next to each other so they're not too close but also not too wide apart. When we reach one of the 4 corners, we want to add a little loop. For that we want to chain 5 so that we have a loop for our button. 3, 4, another one, and then I'll just continue with my single crochets. Of course, we need to check if the button can go through. So let's test our loop and see if the button isn't too big, and it works perfectly. Now we can continue with our single crochets until we have done a whole round. Then we can connect the 2 ends with a slip stitch by inserting our hook into the first single crochet, grab the yarn and pull through, and then we are done with the border. Now all we need to do is connect 3 of the 4 corners and add the button, and then we are done. So we need to fold in 3 corners. The corner with the loop is the one that needs to be on top. So now we will crochet from the right corner up and then down to the left corner here. For this we'll take our white yarn again with a slip knot, and we need to start here right at the corner. We will insert our hook on one side into the back loop, so the one that is further away from us, and then on the other side we will insert our hook into the front loop, so the one that is closer to us. Then grab the yarn and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through. And then we will hop to the next stitch. Again, first the back loop, the one that is further away from us, then the front loop, the one that is closer to us, and then we connect those 2 with a single crochet. And we'll continue our single crochets until we have connected the 3 corners of our crochet piece. Now all we need to do is add our button. So we fold down our 4th corner and see where the button needs to go, and then we can simply sew on the button with a couple of stitches. And then our beautiful cover is done. I hope you have fun crocheting.